let's talk a little bit about the ending.
Yeah.
So you had this sick like link up. How many people made it out there?
I think
like 200 plus.
200 in the end. Like there was a lot of people there. Yeah, it was crazy.
The Shell garage was the starting point where it was hammered. Yeah.
Unreal.
In that final video as well, you really see just how many people made it over there. You know what did me off a little bit?
Yeah, go on.
It was actually the fact that I felt like the media and stuff like that, they glory hunted a bit, you know. They waited until the end. Like it came in like a little bit of a wave, like that Algeria thing. There was a bit of a peak, and then it went quiet again. And then like the last week, I guess everyone was there like, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's finishing." And I was there like, "Come on, guys, man, this guy's been at it for 250
Where
days,
were you?
And I know he needed your money. So what the fuck were you doing?" But yeah, they just came like crazy last few days.
I guess it's one of them things. Like for most people, no one cares for 350 days. It's a long time. Like
Everyone's whole life.
Everyone's got lives to live. You know, like just let him do his thing for a bit, and then when I finish, it's like, oh, kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, he finished now. So I get it.
And then obviously, so you had people join you for a marathon, then some people joined at like the half marathon mark, right? And then we had the final sprint.
I knew you were going to be.
And I can't bring this up, because we
ain't stop fucking talking about that.
because this pissed me off, The guy in the yellow.
Yeah.
All right. What are your thoughts about it? Because to the people that don't know, you go through it and there's just this guy right at the end that kind of beats you to the line.
Yeah, he actually did.
He actually beat you to the line. And it just jarred me out so much. This guy right here, What did you think to that? I mean, you probably didn't really care at the time, but
I did think like, boys, because everyone was obviously a bit close, and I was like, I did say like, oh, let me go for the last, got to about 100 minutes. I was like, boys, let me go. And I don't know if you just didn't hear me or I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
That was mad.
350 days.
Was mad. 350 days and this guy smoked you, bro.
You're gonna let that happen, man. But you know what? We
tried to come up with scenarios.
He's got pretty
I've tried to
toasted online,
defend him.
didn't he? I think
He got caught.
Yeah. I've tried to defend him. Like maybe he wasn't so aware of the whole magnitude of what was happening.
The only annoying, I didn't really care at the time. I didn't even really know it happened.
Yeah.
It's just like watching it back. It's like, oh mate, like we've got a docu we're making. How are we going to cut that out? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might just have to pay like the extra like $2,000 just to CGI him.
Yeah. Fuck CGI.
Get him to pay for it.
Yeah. Oh mate, I
think like he's a Tunisian man. Obviously, he's probably just like proud of his country and wants to make sure that Tunisia is like represented at the finish line. But he's
nice ways
a little bit far of it.
Yeah, he did.
But fuck it, man, you did it. Whether Yellow Man was there or not, it doesn't matter.
So this documentary that you've been referencing, what's the situation with that? Like,
well, we've got all the footage. It's in the works. We haven't got agreed where it's going to end up, or it's not fully made or anything yet. So, you know, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be pretty sick, hopefully.
Man, no doubt it's going to be unreal. Who's, so is it like, people are editing it together now? Like what's the next stage and then I imagine once that comes together maybe like halfway, then, you know, hopefully like an Amazon or a Netflix or somebody.
That's the aim.
That's the dream.
Yeah, that's the dream. Yeah. I think we're not at the point yet where we're kind of ready to show it, or we haven't got anything to show at the moment. But we'll see what happens with it, man. Like, yeah, hopefully it'll be good.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking, like, obviously it's hard to imagine a world where this doesn't go on one of those big platforms. I was thinking they'd code to you and be like, hey, we'll make the doc for you. So you're doing it the other way around and being like, hey, we've got it. Do you like it?
Well, one of the things like I've spoken to a few like production companies, and I don't know much, like, you boys will know way more about this kind of game than me, but like it just seems to me like people spend stupid money making this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
mate.
And I'm like,
they do.
I just came off the back of like 2 YouTube boys that made a whole series for like on, you know, basics.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that it's going to cost like hundreds of thousands to get this thing made.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm kind of just like, well, we can do this. You know?
Yeah.
So we've got a few like linking up with Zach and stuff. We've got a few plans.
I was gonna say, if you know like the right people, you'll be able to get it done for like it won't cost you hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
But there is no doubt that a top level like edit and stuff like it will run you minimum 6 figures.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which is insane when you think about it.
Because you do want it to be at a level where it's like Netflix, Apple are going to look at it and go, this meets the requirements for a Netflix level doc.
Yeah.
So it's like you're finding that balance of let's not fucking break the bank, but let's get something that's good enough for the world to see.
Yeah.
Did you have any like inspirations in terms of like documentary stuff? I mean, we've seen quite a few. Like, I don't know if you've seen Free Solo.
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if I've actually watched Free Solo, but I obviously know who Alex Honnold is, and he's a proper gangster. Like Nims, 40 Peaks was a banger. Like these type of things, they're like, you know, they set the standard really. So that's kind of what we're aiming for, something like similar to that.
Mate.
You got any title ideas? What would you call it?
I actually haven't really thought about that. You got any for me?
I ran the length of
I've already done that one.
Gone wrong. YouTube title.
I don't know. Fuck. That's a tricky one, man.
Project Africa. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. It needs to be it needs to be cooler than that, man. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that time will come. But
Can't think of it. I was trying to think of something cool off the dome.